You might have asked yourself about the basic styles in InDesign: paragraph style, table style, and object styles, and what they are there for, and what you need to be careful about, and how they can ruin your workflow. Welcome to the Vector Garden, and in this video we are going to talk about the dangers of using them and what they are actually doing. Let's create a new file in InDesign, and in there I'm going to create a new frame and then fill it with placeholder text. And you see we've got Minion Pro. That is set up as the default font, and it is set up in the paragraph styles. So in the paragraph style window, there's the basic paragraph, and I can double click that, and you see it is set up here. You can edit that. You cannot delete the basic paragraph style, but you can edit it. Let's cancel that. And I'm going to close this file. And you also know that when nothing is open and you edit something, that becomes the default. So what we could do is go to the character panel and just select a different font. I'm going to select Alphan and close this, and let's create a new file. And then when I create a new text frame and fill that with placeholder text, then we've got Alphan and not Minion. But what has happened to the basic style? Let's deselect this and go to the paragraph styles panel, and you see this has an override applied. I have made the change in the character panel and not in this style, and therefore it has this override. And when you create a new text frame, then automatically the basic paragraph style gets applied with the override. So we are already working not really clean. So when I double click this now and check the formats, then you see this is still Minion. Let's cancel that. And since I have clicked it now and opened it, then you see the override is gone. So when now I'm creating a new frame and fill that with placeholder text, then we've got Minion again. Let's do something else. I'm going to create a new file. And you see the new file again has the override because that is still the default for the new files. And I know that this is bad. So I'm going to double click this and put my edit into the basic style. So in here, I'm going to select that font like this. So this is now set to Alpha. No override. And when I create that new text frame and put the placeholder text in it, then we get this result. So now what happens when I use that and paste it into another file? Let's copy this. You see it has no override, and go here and paste it. And then you see this is now Minion because the basic paragraph style in this file is set up differently. So here the basic paragraph is in Minion. And usually when you have custom paragraph styles, then when you copy something, you take them all with you. But that doesn't happen to the basic paragraph style. The basic paragraph style always stays the way that is set up in this particular document. What you can do is import them. So when you load paragraph styles from another document, like this one, then you see I can import the basic paragraph style from another file, but I would have to do that. Let's cancel that. I'm going to the other file again. So now we're going to set up different paragraph styles. I'm going to set up a new one. Let's create a new paragraph style. And when you do that, you can base that on other styles, which is a pretty powerful feature. And the first one I've done is set up to no paragraph style. That is correct because I do not have any custom paragraph styles. Can set this to basic paragraph. And when you do that, let's do that. And let's set this to based on basic. And then as you see, it's Alpha. And let's set up the color differently. I'm going to set this to red. Okay. And then let's put placeholder text in here and apply this. So you see, this is still Alpha, like in the basic paragraph style, and it's red, like in based on basic. Let's take this and copy it and paste this into the other file. And you see, it's still red, but it's Minion because that's the basic paragraph setting. Let's go into the other one again. So this time I want to make it correctly. Let's set up a new one, and I'm going to call that new. It's based on no paragraph style, so it doesn't inherit stuff. And let's set up some font. I'm going to select Avant-Garde, and then let's set up color. I'm going to use cyan, and I'm going to set up some space after and a left indent like this. Let's select this one and apply new. And you see it has taken all of that. Let's set up another one, and I want to base that on new. So first of all, I'm going to click on new, and then let's make a new one based on new, and let's call that new sub. And then I want to introduce some bullets and numbering, set this to bullets, and go to OK. I'm going to use this one and just apply this new style. So now when I copy this frame here, and let's move these to the side and paste this, then you see what gets pasted are both those paragraph styles. So the one this is based on and the one it has applied. So that is now the safe way to set up your styles that do not include the basic paragraph in any of those hierarchy settings or in any of that parenting. And the same applies to table styles and to object styles that can also be set to basic or be based on basic.